to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear producer Katie. Producer Katie. Happy birthday to you.
Wow. That was beautiful.
It's the reason your microphone's muted.
It's the Brett Davern Show, brought to you by Adobe Radio, in partnership with Nice Guy Digital, and recorded live, in beautiful North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, I tell you the best thing I saw all weekend. My good friend Karan Butler's in studio with us. You know him from his epic 14-year career in the NBA.
14 years?
Whew, those knees have got to be shot.
Whew.
He also has a book called Tough Juice, My Journey from the Streets to the NBA. He's got a couple of restaurants and a cool app, and he's my favorite. Now let's get to the guy who graduated high school 3 times.
That's me.
Your new best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Davern!
Listen up, everybody! This is our show. Thank you for joining us live on Adobe Radio, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can call the show anytime. The phone number is 1-888-99-IDOBE. And as long as the birthday girl's got the app turned on, we'll see that you're calling. Shout out a friend, shout at us or with us. It's all good. Once again, the phone number is 1-888-994-3624. The email for the show, which you guys have been taking full advantage of, and I love you for that. Katie and I read all of them and reply personally. There's no assistants around here, Katie.
Nope.
We don't have any of those, fancy Hollywood personal assistants doing the emailing for us. We do it ourselves, people. As a matter of fact, a lot of times I reply to you guys' emails like late at night while I'm laying in bed right before I go to sleep. So the replies all say, sent from Brett's iPhone. And it's not a lie, everybody. So email us anytime at bdsfans@idobi.com. Okay, lots and lots of show to get to today. Big day on the show. Big birthday day. Big birthday day today. Also, NBA champion and 2-time All-Star Karan Butler, one of the best small forwards throughout his time in the NBA, will be sitting in here. We probably should have created a skylight or something in the studio for when he comes in here. I don't know how he's going to fit, but I don't know. We'll work it out. Hello, Boy Wonder.
Hello.
And Katie Leclerc.
It's National Saxophone Day.
That's stupid.
I know.
Kenny G's favorite day of the year.
He doesn't play saxophone, does he?
What are you talking about?
I thought he played clarinet or something.
How dare you?
Oh.
Kenny G plays the tenor saxophone.
Okay.
That's right. It kind of looks like a clarinet, but trust me, baby, it's a saxophone.
Oh.
Also, Saxon from American Vandal, when she was in here, that's the only nickname for herself she could come up with.
Yeah.
Saxophone.
I really wanted to tell her that Monday was saxophone day, but I felt like...
You didn't want to ruin the surprise.
For you, yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I still say her nickname for all time now should be Saxifras.
Right. She didn't like that very much, though.
Tweet her, everyone. I think she loved it, by the way. How dare you?
Yeah.
I'm also supposed to apologize for Friday. I think there was some more minutes of dead air if you were listening live on Adobe. That talk button, people, she's a cruel mistress. She'll get you every time. So sorry for that. So Karan is on his way in right now. We got a music break to get to, but I also have this birthday present for you. Do you want to open that now? Do you want to wait till Karan gets here? What do you want to do?
Let's play some music and then do that.
No, let's open the present.
I like that you give me the option,
You
and
like
then
that?
it's
You like
not
that
actually an
I
option.
tried to let you produce the show for 1 second. Go to YouTube, see the insanely large box that I'm handing to Katie Leclerc right now. It's Katie's birthday, everyone. Today is her actual birthday. So if you're listening, tweet Katie something ridiculous. Send her a gift, whatever you want. All right, the card first. You want to read it out loud?
Read it?
Sure.
You're 13. Totally talented, hilariously happy, incredibly intelligent, radically real, truly terrific, endlessly entertaining, extraordinarily excellent, and notoriously nutty. 13 is just so you. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Strike that, reverse it.
Yeah.
You, so just, it's 13.
What?
I reversed it. I don't know. All right, here I go.
I don't think you did that right. I'll explain it during the break. That's okay, though.
Okay.
See, the thing is that the card said all the perfect things. So what difference does it make what the age is on the card? Age is just a number, right, Boy Wonder?
I just have to commend your rapping skills, by the way.
Thank you very much. I rapped that myself.
I'm impressed.
I really did. I do all my own
impressed.
rapping.
And
Every
all your
Christmas,
emails.
I do all my own rapping. I reply to all my own emails. Rip it open. Get in there.
Oh, it's
There's
so
more,
bright
there's
and
more
happy.
wrapping in the box.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, keep going. They're still wrapped. Yeah, do that one second.
This is a very festive birthday.
I love
Thank
wrapping
you, Brad.
paper. I hope you're getting all this on camera. I love wrapping paper.
Is this coffee? Is this a personal French press coffee maker?
It is! Katie's obsessed with French presses, everybody.
That's the only way to have coffee.
See, now you can take a French press everywhere you go.
I love it.
All right, quit monkeying with that one. Get to the
All
next
right.
one. We're on the radio here.
I forgot.
We don't have all day.
And a 12-cup coffee maker.
Katie, let me
It's
tell you
never
something.
big enough.
I scoured the internet. That's the largest French press on the market. Really? 51 ounces of coffee.
Wow. This is the greatest.
So, yeah. Katie makes French presses, and then she always complains because there's never enough coffee
There's
in the
never
French
enough.
press. It's the largest one they make, Katie. It's known as the Titanic of French presses. You're welcome, and happy birthday. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't hit an iceberg. All right. Oh, the first two songs today, I think this is funny. Katie's been calling this playlist the Beans on... No, wait.
The Frank and Beans.
The Frank and Beans playlist. The first song today is
Hey kids,
Stinging Nettles by
How
Beans
you
on
doing?
Toast.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
Check out The Brett Davern Show on Facebook.com/Brett Davern Show. Adobe Radio.
It's the best thing Katie's seen so far today.
The newest trend in coffee, other than enormous French presses, is the glitter cappuccino. And I actually really do love this. This is not sarcastic. This is not a sign of the apocalypse. It's a glitter cappuccino. They haven't made it to the U.S. yet, but you can get your sparkle and caffeine in Australia and India. And excuse me while I go pack a bag.
And that's the best thing Katie's seen so far today. But wait, what is it?
It's just a cappuccino that has edible glitter in it.
Oh.
It's just a gimmick,
Like
and I love
edible gold leaf or whatever?
it. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. They're really pretty.
I just think we're becoming all so
And then you get sparkly
enamored
poo.
with these easy things.
No, this is...
No, go ahead.
Glitter is happiness.
Yeah, totally, but like...
Don't shake your head, Boy Wonder.
Do they have to put it in a plastic see-through cup? Or like, how does
No,
it
it's
work?
like a cappuccino in a porcelain mug, and then they pour the latte milk over it, the steamed, frothy, delicious milk.
Yeah.
And then it's all glittery.
Well,
Here.
but how do you see it through the foam?
No, it's like on the top. I don't even understand.
So it's basically just a latte that somebody put a little bit of edible gold on top of.
Yes.
That's
100%
it?
yes.
That's the best thing you've seen all day.
It made me really happy when I saw it.
I do like the disclaimer that it's the best thing you've seen so far today.
It also is
Because it's early.
7:15.
Yeah, you got plenty of time to beat that one.
Yeah. So far today.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean,
Go to
okay.
YouTube. Boy Wonder's going to put
I
up
also
a
love the
picture of
idea
it.
that other countries are like, we're way ahead of America on this one.
They are. We need to get on track
I
and
love
get
it.
some glitter.
Australia's like, look, We might not get your guys' movies till 3 months later, but we beat you on edible glitter.
Yep.
Australia, is that what you said?
Australia and India.
Mm.
Here's the thing, like glitter in like cakes and cookies and delicious things, and then they put it in coffee, which is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
And now the world is complete.
I still am trying to figure out how this works, though. It needs to be in like a glass cup.
Yeah.
Also, you know what? The dish that they serve it on should have a light in the bottom of it.
Why?
Well, to shine up through the glass cup to reflect all the glitter, don't you think?
I love the way you think.
Boy Wonder's on my side here. See, this is what happens. Other countries invent things, and then we Americans come along and make it better.
Make it better.
See? We make it... Oh, no, we don't make it great again.
No.
Ah!
Here you go. Look.
Why is that in my brain? That guy's got to get out of my head. Yeah, it's a latte with glitter on top of it.
It's pretty.
All right. Here's the thing. If they served it, like, so they look at me. If they twirled it, right? Just a second. Go with me.
The people
if it was
can't
in a
see
glass, they can go to YouTube and look. If it was in a glass mug and they swirled it, and then the dish, the little, what do you call it? The little saucer. Thank you. That's why Boy Wonder's here. The saucer had like a light coming up through it, kind of like when you go to a club and they do the bottle service and the girls walk through and the vodka bottles lit up from the bottom. Mm-hmm. So if there was a LED coming up through the glass mug that then was reflecting the light, reflecting. I'm going to go with it. Reflecting the light of the glitter. Now we got disco latte. Nobody out there better do that. That's my idea. $1 million. We got a call coming in?
We do.
Well, let's do it. Karan's not here yet. Let's do it. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You fell for it, Katie. Hello?
Hello, who is this? Hello?
We need to put his number. We need to
Hi,
save
is
it.
this Bill in Beijing?
Hi, Bill.
No, this is Steve.
Okay. Steve, where are you calling in from?
Oh, you know, around.
I'm glad that Steve did his homework before he called. Hey, Steve, don't you have a new single out on Spotify?
No?
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Steve's got a lot to talk about.
What else you got to say, Steve?
I was just wondering how old Katie is.
I like that Steve
Start
thinks that's
laughing
so
at his
funny.
own joke. A lady never tells. Or
You don't have to tell me. I just was wanting to know for my own personal reasons.
Ooh. I'm 13. Didn't you hear the card?
Steve sounds like a real creep.
Just what I wanted.
Oh,
All right, Steve.
All right, Steve. Well, we gotta go. This is a family show.
Well, that's why I called. Because I like all the members of your family.
Steve's voice really changed in the time that he called. There
Steve
he is.
here.
Oh my God. That's really not Steve. That's my old partner Marty Shannon calling in, who has a song out on Spotify right now called "You Got Me." And if you haven't heard it yet, you have.
If you haven't heard it
problems
yet,
with
you're
your
not
brain.
listening to the Brett Davern Show.
Well, that's true too. Marty, how are you?
I'm good. I'm going on tour.
You're going on tour
Yep.
With Blake?
already? Just because of the song being released on Friday, you already got picked up for a tour?
Well, so I guess they heard it on your show, and Brad Paisley's people called me,
Oh, no.
and they're ready.
Oh, no. No, I'm not going to fall for it. Hang up on him. Bye, Marty. We love you.
Bye, Marty.
That's-
Thanks
that's-
for calling.
Kyle, have coffee with me.
Hang up on him.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, my God. All right. That's the last time I fall for that Brad Paisley trick. You're really going to have to put his number in the phone over
Oh,
there.
it's going to be saved.
All right. Let's take another song break, and then Karan will come in. We'll talk to him, and then we'll keep having more fun. This song is called Photosynthesis. You try to spell it. And it's by a guy named Frank Turner. And a lot of people think this song's about me.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's a good road trip song, too. Yeah. It's just got that beat in the background. I like it. I won't sit down, and I won't shut up. Some people have said it's about me. I think that Frank wrote that about me. Yeah. Frank, are you listening? Call the show. Tell me about it. Frank from Frankfurt. I don't know. No, he's from England somewhere, right?
Yeah. It's an English show today.
All English? All English all the time. Doing that for Grace.
Well, Wilco is American, but Billy Bragg is.
All right.
English.
Well, that didn't last for very long.
Well, anyway.
All right, let's play the next song. This is California Stars by Billy Bragg and Wilco. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second. So here's the thing. Sometimes computers suck.
Yep.
And sometimes technology doesn't work. And I think running a radio station and making radio go on to the air is harder than you think sometimes. There's servers and hard drives and gigabytes and DSL and high-speed this and high-speed that and Ethernet cables and wires and cables. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Right now I'm just talking until the delay catches up with Katie's phone, and then we know we're back on the air.
We're back on the air, people.
Katie just gave me the thumbs up. See, let me let everyone behind the curtain. I'm going to pull back the curtain on the great and powerful Oz here, Katie.
Yeah, tell me.
Well, the way that it works, everybody, is that we hit go live on the computer, and then we start talking into the microphones, but there's a delay as to what you guys are actually hearing out there, just in case Dan wants to go on one of his, racist rants or something. We can stop him and then take care of it because there's a delay, So when we start testing the equipment, there's a delay for us to hear whether you're hearing us or not. It's all very confusing, everyone. But we're back on the air, and I'm not exactly sure when it went off, but it's not our fault. So I'm not apologizing for this one.
Don't apologize. I'm not going to apologize either, because I'll be honest when it's my fault.
Much like the horrible, horrible leaders of this country, I will not apologize.
Oh, my gosh.
It's not my fault. This is what I've learned lately, Katie. You just go, it's not my fault. It's somebody else's fault. I inherited this mess. All right.
Where's my friend at?
Here's the other thing that's kind of stinky this morning. What? What's happening? We're getting a phone call?
We got a phone call.
It better not be Bill in Beijing.
It's not Bill in Beijing.
All right,
I think I know who it is, though.
You do? Should we answer it? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, boy. I know who this is. We only get calls from 3 people, Katie. It's either Bill in Beijing, Steve, Anna,
or one of 2 Vickies.
in Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
Or Vicky's. I think I'm just going to start calling him Vicky from now on. We'll just have to figure out which one it is. They're both the same name.
Well, I just want to tell you that was so sweet of you to think of her and get her coffee press. That's what I sent in the mail, but thanks. Anyway, it was very sweet.
That's what you sent as well?
No, I'm really lying to you.
Oh, okay. That'd be pretty funny.
Anyway, no, I just want to tell Katie happy birthday from Texas, and we all love you, and we wish you were here, but we'll see you soon.
Oh, that's nice.
When my friend Karan Butler gets here, give him a giant hug. It'll have to be giant because we love him, too. We just love him, and tell him to get back to Texas, and we'll feed you all some Chinese food.
I was telling Brett that story. Wait, no, hang on.
She calls in to wish. First of all, she calls in to thank me for getting you a present, which I love. Then she says happy birthday, but then uses it as a shameless plug for Firewalk in San Antonio, Texas. My God.
I was telling Brett that
No.
part of the reason our family loves Karan so much is because when he played for the Kings and they played against the Spurs, you guys got to go in the underbelly of
Now
the AT&T
Katie's shamelessly
Center,
plugging her
and
parents'
you got to
restaurant.
bring
Not just the
Firewalk Stir Fry
not
off
just the
of Huebner
underbelly,
Oaks.
but
I don't even know. I don't
Uh-oh.
even know if this is actually Katie's birthday or if it's just one giant commercial for Firewalk in San Antonio, Texas.
You guys drove all the way from I-10.
no.
Listen to me, mother. You guys drove all the way from I-10 in Huebner Oaks from the Firewalk Stir Fry restaurant location.
If you want delicious Chinese food at bargain prices, head on over to Firewalk.
It is pretty bargain. $6 for a lunch special.
I heard
every
it's
day.
a great lunch spot. What are we doing?
well, no, it wasn't a Firewalk plug, but I do love Karan, and he was so gracious and so kind, and I just feel like I didn't fill him up, and
What are we doing?
the visit to the locker room was amazing. I'm just saying, okay? So
When we walked
everybody
into
have
that
a
locker
great
room
day.
holding the Firewalk delicious
It was beef and broccoli and kung pao
broccoli
chicken.
beef with kung pao chicken prepared perfectly over a bed of steamed rice.
Oh boy, you should write the commercial.
Vicki, we love you. Thanks for calling in, and thanks for lending us
Okay,
your daughter every morning.
Oh, happy birthday, sweetheart. We love you. We'll see you soon, okay?
Thanks, Ma.
All right, honey.
Love you.
Love you guys.
All right.
Great
Bye.
job. Thanks. Bye.
She's the sweetest. There she goes. Oh, boy. All right. Katie, what are we doing?
Firewalk is delicious.
All
yes,
right.
I'm shamelessly
Firewalk,
plugging.
Firewalk. And you know what else? Dan is putting up pictures of it on the YouTube as we speak, I'm sure. There's probably a Firewalk logo right over my face right now.
Like on top of it?
Probably. And then he probably is going to fade it out and then bring it back. And then he's going to like put it off to the left a little bit and then bring it back right in my face.
Yeah.
And then he's going to make it look like it's going down my mouth.
I hope that happens.
I don't know. I love testing Boy Wonder. What are we supposed to do, Katie? I was starting to say that the other thing about living in LA is that there's traffic and there's all kinds of things and people drive like idiots in the morning and then there's accidents. See, okay, rant for a second.
Tell me.
Everyone complains about the traffic in LA, but the thing that causes traffic is the morning accidents, which every morning there's an accident on every freeway out here, and we drive in the morning and people drive like insane morons.
They do. And there was more traffic today than normal.
Yeah, there was. But people like to drive really fast in the traffic, then they bump each other, then they don't have, a lot of times it's not even like a serious accident. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But a lot of times it's not even anything serious. It's just the kind of accident that's going to back up traffic, and then we don't have guests.
It's true.
Anyway, I
This
was
is
so
what
excited to talk to Karan about the Mount Rushmore of small forwards.
And your love for Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is the most bland, boring player in the National Basketball Association.
You better be careful. Vicki Leclerc is going to call back again.
She's a big Spurs fan.
She's a Kawhi Leonard fan.
Kawhi Leonard is the James Taylor of the NBA. You know what I mean?
That's a bold statement.
Well,
but-
no, hear me out. Hear me out. First of all, Kawhi Leonard's good. He's an all-star. He's a great player. But he's a little, he does it quietly and he does it humbly, which is great, but it's boring. I want flames shooting out of your eyes as you're dunking on a dude, sticking out your tongue and like landing and then screaming, anything is possible. Like that's what I want. You know what I mean? I want you going Mach 2 with your hair on fire. And Kawhi Leonard just plays a very nice game and keeps his mouth shut and whatever.
I was about to say you want LeBron James, and then you talked about having hair, so that doesn't work.
Ooh. Listen, when he's on a national, when that game's going national, he gets out the Sharpie and draws in a very nice hairline for himself. See, these are the kinds of things I wanted to talk to Karan about.
Well,
I wanted to ask him if in the showers after the game, if LeBron's hair starts,
bleed down his face.
bleeding down his face. Yeah. Well, hear me out on the James Taylor thing.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard is the James Taylor of the NBA. You heard it here on the Brett Davern Show, and here's what I mean by that. James Taylor's awesome. I'm a James Taylor fan. He's great. Great songwriter, great guitar player. He's got lots of soul. Crushes it, right? But he doesn't get the crowd hyped. You see what I'm saying?
I don't think you've seen Kawhi in San Antonio. People
Also,
are pretty hyped for him.
Also, the Spurs in general, just boring.
Ooh.
Boring.
Ooh.
One of their best players of all time, Tim Duncan, was nicknamed the Big Fundamental. Boring. I mean, are you kidding me?
I think you're rude.
Ooh, look at that ball movement. Boy, they're sure unselfish players. Boring.
They're an example.
I want a guy who tells the rest of his team to get out of the way and then takes it down the lane and just tomahawk slams it with one hand.
Careful now.
And then pushes his coach on the way back down the floor. That's what I want.
You want Steph Curry or KD, who both got thrown out of the game.
The Spurs are the New England Patriots of the NBA. They win all the time, and they're boring doing it.
Let's play some music, Brett. I need to yell at you off the air.
All right, let's play some more music. Hopefully Kawhi's Uber gets here.
Kawhi's Uber?
Or, sorry, Karan, Kawhi. No.
They're both very nice people.
Both small forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. All right, Karan. We love you. Traffic sucks. And if you don't get here, we'll record a bunch of stuff and play it some other day. But right now, this is Train in the Vein by The Clash.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
IW Radio. You can listen to The Brett Davern Show anytime. Just search for it on your favorite podcast app, but especially the Adobe app for iOS.
All right, Katie.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
You're the birthday girl.
Yeah.
So you get to make the choice. I wish those made noise.
They kind of do.
I brought in those, what are those called? What do you call those?
Blower.
Birthday blow things? I thought they made that noise like that. Wow. Sort of. They don't. All right, so here's your choice.
What?
We can either continue with the hot basketball talk.
Yeah.
I had more because I was going to talk a little hoop with Karan, you know? But
yeah.
he's not here. So we
He's
can
not.
either continue with the basketball talk and
What's
keep
option B?
making your mother upset in San Antonio.
Oh, she's really not feeling it right now.
Well, Tim Duncan's boring.
All right.
And also, when he's at the line shooting free throws, hurry up and shoot it already, Timmy. I'm getting old over here. It takes forever.
Yeah.
By the way, also, Manu Ginobili. You want to talk about hairlines?
Yeah, no, he's an older gentleman.
He looks like a cross between a used car salesman and an accountant. He's an Argentinian accountant.
All right, what's the option B?
Manu Ginobili looks like every guy that you go to the Y with to play a little pickup game, and he's like a heck of a spot shooter, but like when you get there, he's got 2 knee pads on, one on each knee, and he's got like an ace bandage around his ankle, and he's been playing forever, and you're like, man, I'm gonna pick this guy last, and then you pick him and you hit him with a sweet chest pass, and then he's spot shooting all day, crushing the game, but like at first you're like, this guy can't play.
Right.
That's what Manu Ginobili looks like. And Tony Parker, he's French. Do I need to say anything else?
What was option B?
What's that?
You said it was my birthday and I got to choose what we talked about?
Well, I just wanted to talk about the Admiral. The only San Antonio Spur ever worth talking about.
Right.
Well, except for the Iceman.
Do you know
Do you know who the
street named
Iceman
after
is? Do you know who the Iceman is?
him? No. What are you talking about?
I want your mom to know that all this is coming off the top of my head,
It's
by
true.
the way. I just want her to be impressed with my knowledge of Spurs basketball.
Denny just texted me the word boo. No context.
Well, here's the
My
thing.
whole family's really upset with you right now.
I'm hating
She's
on the
losing her
Spurs.
mind,
I'm
Brett.
hating on the Spurs just for fun, but then I'm dropping all this sweet Spurs knowledge to let them know that I know a lot about their team.
You do. It's all caps and all exclamation marks.
Popovich last night passed Phil Jackson for 6th on the all-times win list as a coach. All this is coming off the top of my head, Katie.
Yeah. Oh, do you follow the Spurs on Instagram?
I want your mom to text in right now who the Iceman is. What's his real name? That's what I want.
Mom?
I'm not Googling at all, people, by the way. This is all coming right off the top of the old noodle.
What was option B? I still don't know.
Option B was option A, we talk more B-ball. Option B, I talk more crap about the Spurs. Those are your choices.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Thoughts?
Well, I feel like Karan's going to eventually get here.
You feel like LaMarcus Aldridge was the missing piece? Is that what you feel like? You feel like he's the one that's going to take them from boring to champion? Boring! Team of international players with sweet bounce passes and layups. Tim Duncan's not American either. He's from like he's from somewhere. He's from some island. He's from like the Virgin Islands or something. Seriously, he's not American either.
My phone is blowing up right now.
Greg Popovich is the Bill Belichick of the NBA. Surly, fundamental, and boring. Old. Doesn't like reporters.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of love those interviews, though.
Got thrown out of a game the other night.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, to be fair, if you're going to throw one out, you should probably throw both of them out.
You mean Steve Kerr?
Yeah.
Don't you ever talk about Steve Kerr like that.
What?
He's beautiful.
What?
He's got a sweet jawline. You know me. I'm obsessed with the jawlines.
You are obsessed with jawlines.
Steve Kerr's got one of the greatest jawlines in the NBA. Steve Kerr also like 8 championships or something like that. How many listeners do you think we're losing right now by me just talking about the NBA?
Well, if we had an NBA player in studio, it might be
It'd
different.
be more appropriate.
Yeah.
Katie, who's on your Mount Rushmore of small forwards? Let me tell you mine.
Okay, great. Go right ahead.
I'm just kidding. I'll let you answer. Go for it.
No, go.
All right. Well, there's a lot to choose from. You want to go current players, past players, or mix it up?
Well, you said Mount Rushmore, so it's past, right?
Yeah, I guess that's probably right. Okay, only past? Because the George Washington's got to be LeBron right now.
If it's current.
Well, I mean all time. I mean, come on. He's got to be the greatest small forward of all time.
Caron Butler's on my Mount Rushmore.
You're going to put him on there?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. He's a past player now. He's retired.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you could do that. 14 years.
It's amazing.
My God. What do you think the MRI on those knees look like?
Oh, probably worse than yours.
Oh.
Actually, no. He had it rebuilt when he played for Dallas. So
Right. But still, though.
probably better than yours.
Oof. Yeah. That's a lot of jumping and landing on those joints.
Yeah.
Ooh.
When we were doing the Nautica Malibu Triathlon, I really wanted him to be the runner.
Oh, no way.
And he was like, no.
Yeah, he's like, no.
And his bike broke in the middle of the race.
He's like, I only run for $20 million a year.
Right.
I'm not running for this little Malibu marathon or whatever.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Sick kids? No, I'll just give some money.
All right, small forwards of all time. You got to put Larry Legend on there, number 1. If we're talking about past. The Hick from French Lick. Yeah.
I love the nicknames.
He went to Indiana State.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know that I'm not Googling any of this, by the way.
Yeah.
So
you're
Larry
amazing,
Bird's
Brett.
got to be number 1. Past small forwards. Dr. J's got to be on there. One of the greatest highlights of all time. You've all seen it 1,000 times. Slow motion.
Right.
Brings it up with one hand. Brings it back under the hoop with the other.
Incredible.
Dr. J, amazing. Not to mention, probably the greatest afro that's ever been in the NBA, ever. Coolest hair of all time.
Coolest hair of all time other than yours.
She just texted George Gervin, which she's correct. Vicki texted in. I hope there's no Googling involved, Vicki. I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying I hope there wasn't. But she was right. Anyway, okay, so you got Larry Legend. That's Larry Bird for all of you novices out there. So he's got to be number 1. Maybe number 1. I don't know. Dr. J, number 2. These are all interchangeable, by the way. I don't think these are in any order. Scottie Pippen. I mean, he's what the Pips were to Gladys Knight to Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? But a good player, too. But I'm just saying, like, Scottie, like, the thing with Scottie is he never got his due because he was playing with Michael.
Right.
You know, like, for being such a great player on his own. Also, my Supersonics, there was, like, a chance that they could have drafted Scottie, and then they didn't, and then in the whole thing, it's fine. I'm still bitter about it.
Hey!
Is he walking in right
Fish.
now? Oh, no, it's just Fish.
Don't say it that way. I love Fish. All right.
Oh, but...
Here's what we got to close the show down.
All right, we're closing the show down. Anyway, okay, well, I got to give you the 4, though.
All right,
you got
we'll do
Larry, Scotty, Dr. J, and James Worthy or Elgin Baylor, I'm not sure. Or Dominique Wilkins. Oh, God, that was too many!
Okay, go.
All right, I'm closing the show down, everybody. Thanks for listening today. Thanks for bearing with us through all the technical problems. And, Karan, I know you're out there on the 101, buddy, and I'm sorry you didn't make it in. But once you get here, we're going to record some fun stuff with you.
We are.
And play it on a future episode. But for now, that's a wrap, everybody, on this edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you out there for listening live on Adobe Radio. You can subscribe to the podcast version of the show on iTunes, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcast. You know who was slower at shooting free throws? Karl Malone.
Yes, he was.
The mailman. Used to take forever. Back when I was a kid, him and the Jazz and the Sonics. By the way, Utah Jazz.
It was New Orleans.
Yeah, I know, but they should have changed the name when they got to Utah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows there's no Jazz in Utah.
And there's no lakes in Los Angeles.
That's true. Anyway, they used to play a playoff series against my Supersonics, my beloved Supersonics. Gary the Glove Payton, Nate McMillan, Sean Kemp, Detlef Shrimp, Hersey Hawkins, Sam Perkins. Anyway, listen to me, Katie. And the crowd, when the mailman was shooting free throws, would just count backwards from 10, 9, 8, because you're only supposed to get 10 seconds. He would always take his sweet time. Couldn't stand the Jazz. You know who I liked on the Jazz, though? Jeff Hornacek with his tight shorts. Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I was always waiting for him to rip him right down the middle on a sweet crossover.
Will you... Come on.
I think Jeff Hornacek's the coach of the Knicks right now.
Let the people go.
Where he was. You don't want more sweet mid-90s NBA talk? All right. If you liked sweet mid-90s NBA talk,
Oh my gosh.
tell a friend.
I want to eat Boy Wonder's brownies that he made for me. So will you close the show down, please?
Can you just say, I'd like to eat Boy Wonder's brownies so I can cut it out later and use it whenever I want? I need it clean. All right, everyone. Say goodbye, Katie.
Goodbye.
Katie Leclerc is on Twitter and Instagram at KATIELECLERC. Wish her a happy BDAY. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDAVV. You can follow the show on any of the social medias, including Facebook, at Brett Davern Show, or go to BrettDavernShow.com for archived episodes, photos, and more. Today's guest,
Never made it in.
Insanity, can be found by
Listening
banging
every
your
day.
head against a brick wall and just doing it over and over and over. Oh boy. Once again, for Boy Wonder, Katie Leclerc, Vicki Leclerc, Anna in Barcelona.
She called in during a music break. We
and
love her.
Steve from nowhere. I'm Brett, and I'm reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other, people. We'll see you tomorrow. That was our show. Good night, Katie Leclerc, because I know that you're listening at home, back to your own show, but you really should go to sleep.
IW Radio. Did you know you can watch The Brett Davern Show on YouTube? Yeah, you can. Go to youtube.com/Brett Davern Show.